Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Animal Feeties with Mindy Hearts Counseling, and today's video is going to be all about self-concept, what it is, how to get your most ideal self-concept be embedded within your nervous system so that can be the firing signal that runs your predominant engine day in and day out. That sounds like I am so lovable, I am perfect, I am worthy, I am cherished, I am loved. All of the things that a self-concept would embody a person who is confident, doesn't have any doubt, knows their worth, knows boundaries, respects their own boundaries, and therefore the environment around you will have no choice but to match this which you are. So self-concept is something that I stumbled upon while I was trying to figure out my own attachment style, my own beliefs about myself. And I did do a lot of YouTube watching when I was starting to go through my journey, which led me to go back into school and complete my counseling degree because I really wanted to anchor it in with the scientific sort of facts because that's how I process and I make sense of things. I really enjoy the tangible evidence of what is being taught to me and how applying that will actually have a significant effect on me without a doubt. So there are a few YouTubers out there. I think she's Liz something, the Law of Liz, or Liz Law. Shelley Bullard, they all talk about this self-concept, and there's so many other YouTubers that talk about self-concept. What exactly is self-concept? And when these YouTubers take us through these exercises where you are embodying, I am cherished, I am lovable, I am worthy, I am beautiful. When they take us through these exercises, what are they actually trying to accomplish with that? I mean, outside of the obvious, of course, to make us feel these things, that we are lovable, that we are cherished, that we are desired, that we are beautiful, that we are worthy, because there is a huge percentage of our population, almost half of us, do not walk around planet Earth thinking and feeling these things. So in the scientific and or counseling and or therapeutic world, self-concept is core beliefs. And what are core beliefs? I'm going to read out to you exactly what core beliefs are. Core beliefs, aka self-concept, can be described as one's most central idea about the self, others, and the world. These beliefs develop in childhood as one interacts with significant others and the world around them. Negative core beliefs are usually global, overgeneralized, and absolute. When a core belief is activated, the person is easily able to process information that supports it, but often fail to recognize or distort information that is contrary to it. So working with cognitive behavioral therapy, which is what we're going to do today, helps people understand that a core belief is just an idea and not the truth, can be believed quite strongly and even feel true, even if you're being shown the complete opposite, is rooted in childhood events, and the belief may or may not have been true at the time when you first came to believe it. But most of the time it is not true, because when we acquire beliefs such like I had, that I am lovable, I am bound to be rejected, I'm bound to be alone. Yes, there was truth to it because I was abandoned by my parents, not because they wanted to abandon me because of life circumstances and things that they had to do in order to help raise their family. Yes, they felt true, but the truth of that is, because children acquire everything as if children acquire or interpret things as if it is their fault. So my dad fleeing to go overseas to make a better living for his family because there was quite a bit of poverty in Greece, to me equaled I'm not good enough to be loved, therefore I'm bound to be rejected, I'm bound to be alone, I'm bound to be abandoned. That's how core beliefs and our self-concept is created when we are children. Same with my mom, because my dad had gone overseas and she had 3 children to care for. There wasn't a lot of money around. She grew up with a stepmom who was really abusive to her. She had no help at all to raise us. She went a little bit cuckoo, so she couldn't even be there for herself, never mind her 3 children. Emotionally abandoned by my mom, along with physical abuse as well. To me, again, equaled, I am unlovable, I am unworthy of love, I am not good enough, I am a failure. What else was I am unwanted, I am undesirable, I am unlikable. Those are the beliefs that I acquired as a child, and this became my self-concept as an adult. That I am unlovable, I am not good enough, I am bound to be rejected, I am bound to be alone. I'm unworthy, I'm unlikable, like bound to be rejected. Like that was my self-concept. And guess what I attracted with that self-concept? More reasons to think and feel those beliefs about myself, because we date and or experience who we are, not what we want. We are a vibrational universe. Simple laws of energy, like attracts like. So just like gravity works constantly, 9.81 meters per square second. The law of gravity, that's how we don't float off of this earth. It's always at work. Same with the law of attraction, because energy is neither created or destroyed and will always attract its likeness. Like attracts like. And then input equals output. So if the input of my thoughts is I am unlovable, I am unlikable, I am bound to be rejected, I'm bound to be alone, that's going to be the output of my experience of life. Those are Newton's laws of chemistry when it comes to energy. So when we do this sort of input, cognitive behavioral therapy, to change our self-concept, then we're changing the output of our experience from our reality. So how do we do this work? So basically, we need to affirm the complete opposite to ourselves for a minimum of 21 days to up to 60. Our neurological system is super duper complex, and it is 95% of it is autonomic and automatic. So it fires those signals without us even knowing at times. So say for me, I was a complete overachiever. So I volunteered a lot, I worked a lot because I felt so unworthy. So I felt like the more that I would do, the more I could gain people's love, but that did not happen. And because I always felt like I was not good enough. So if I'm working 80 hours a week, sorry, I'm over-exaggerating right there, not 80, 60. 60 hours a week. I'm also volunteering. I have small children. I would, of course, as a human, my margin for error is now increasing, right? Because the more things we do, the more margins of error I am creating for myself. So God forbid I made a mistake, I would grasp on that to continue to reinforce my belief that I am not worthy and I'm not good enough. It didn't matter that I succeeded 95% of the time. The 5% that I did something that was not okay and it was a mistake, that would reinforce my belief, and then that's what I would grasp on. And then same with everything else. It wouldn't matter if I had 100 friends. If one of my friends did not treat me with respect, because somewhere deep inside of me I was not respecting my own self, therefore like that was being mirrored back to me, I would grasp on that and again like reinforce that belief that I am unlikable, I am not worthy of friendship, I'm just not good enough. That is how strong core beliefs are. They run our system subconsciously, automatically, autonomically, day in and day out. So once we're conscious of it, then we can start to change it. And the way to rewire our pathways, much like Joe Dispenza says, right? Because that fire, our neurons fire these little neurotransmitters, which are chemical messengers of information and events that have been stored in our body, right? We have to rewire that information to something different. We want our neurotransmitters to fire a different signal based on what is being produced from our mind. So if our mind is constantly thinking, I am unlovable, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, then it's going to keep producing that. So we're changing it now because we want to feel lovable, cherished, wanted. And yes, these YouTubers, they take you into that end feeling state of being like, what would that feel like? Because feeling is the biggest key to manifesting that in reality. But aside from feeling, we have to rewire our subconscious mind, right? Because feeling is great, but also predominantly you want to think and feel that way too from the inside of you, not you taking yourself into that feeling state, but actually rewiring your program to become that. And then because thoughts create emotions and emotions equals behavior, now you're going outside of the feeling state into your thoughts. So you're helping yourself to get into the feeling state even more, because if your thoughts are going to change and become more predominantly, I am so lovable, I am so beautiful, I am perfect, I am cherished, then you're gonna produce much better feelings in your life, which will produce, emotions which will produce more beautiful feelings and then more beautiful behaviors, which will be like not withdrawing, not hiding, going for whatever it is that you desire, because you know that you're worthy, you know that you're unlimited in potential, limitless in opportunities to experience life. You're gonna get to know that. So we're gonna start with the first core belief, aka self-concept. I am lovable. This is a huge one. It is the biggest one. It is of your highest interest to love yourself. In particular, those times that you want to cringe, hide out under a rock, call yourself stupid, or any other word for that example, or when you look in the mirror and you want to judge and comment negatively on what you look like, or what you ate, or what you did yesterday, or perhaps you said something that was in alignment with who you are and you really regret. The things that we regret in life, or we have learned that we don't want to experience again, is where we need to love ourselves the most and give ourselves grace and compassion. Because remember that out of the 5 predominant emotions, we have anger, fear, disgust, sadness, and joy. So the probability that something's going to happen in our life that is going to have us land in these predominant emotions is way higher than joy. So what is the biggest medicine for all of these is love, self-love, and gratitude. Will always bring you back into here, which will produce more positive thoughts, keep you in that feeling state of I am lovable, because you truly are loving yourself no matter what. This was the biggest hurdle for me to overcome, and I feel like I was still struggling with it. Doing the healing anxious attachment workshop with you guys elevated the amount of self-love that I had for myself. because I I was a kid that really was shamed for everything. So I had so much shame that lived from inside of me and guilt that everything in my adult life would translate to I'm not good enough, because I wanted to recapitulate that same cycle. My ego loved to feel that way, even though it's not a helpful way of being. It doesn't know the difference. It just knows that's what it's used to. That is what is familiar. That is what my nervous system enjoyed to experience day in and day out. So it's seeking for that same experience again. And then how do we heal I am unlovable? Affirming to yourself day in and day out, I am lovable. You're going to look at yourself in the mirror and you're going to say to yourself, I love you, as many times as it fills your heart. Every time you're going to catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror, you're going to say, I love you. Every time you have a thought that resembles, oh, I can't believe I did that, you're going to reframe it. Nope, I love you no matter what. I forgive you. I love you. I'm sorry. And you keep going this way. And then you can also integrate that process of thinking and feeling what it would feel like to be a person that truly loved herself no matter what, or truly loved himself, or whatever pronoun you resonate with. A person who truly loved the person that they are. What would that feel like? And then you keep doing that. And every time you catch yourself wanting to criticize yourself, no, if you want to criticize, say, your tummy, no, I love my tummy. Then I love that it digests my food. I love that it helps me go to the bathroom and eliminate all the waste. Anything that will be love. And then think about the ways that you are not loving yourself in other areas of your life. What are you not loving right now? Are you not loving your job? Are you not loving your relationship? Are you not loving, maybe is your weight? Or these are things that I experience myself or with people that I work with. You have the power to change. What is it? You have the choice to change what it is. And many times we hide behind excuses. And most of the time we make these excuses because we don't think that we're worthy of it. But guess what? If you really truly loved yourself, no matter what, you would think that you are worthy of it. So then you would gift that to yourself, whether it is in your relationship or a breakup or quitting one job or going to travel or this or that. Fear is what keeps us stuck in these scenarios. And I do remember when I was going through counseling school and that was said to me because I was not loving myself enough to get myself out of recapitulating cycles of my childhood that were recapitulating my adulthood. I was too scared to get myself out of them because I didn't think that I was worthy of more. When I was told it's fear that's keeping you there, I was really triggered. And when we're really triggered, we know that there's juice right there, right? Because it's what you need to look at, you being prickled. Like that's a sure sign that there's something there for you to like untwist, uncover. So once I let go of the fear, and the opposite of fear is love. Love is what dissolves fear, destroys fear, love of self, love of life, love of the natural laws that govern our existence here on planet Earth, love for the experiences that have brought you to today. Love it all, no matter what. You give gratitude for every single moment that has brought you here. You don't guilt, you don't shame. You don't do that. That is the opposite of love. That will bring your vibration down and that will open up that space for less vibrational feeling things to come into your life. So love yourself and think of all the ways that you're not loving yourself right now and see how you can change it. If you need any help or guidance, please message me, email me. All my information is below. I love hearing from you. And yeah, I feel like because I've gone through so many of these core beliefs and I have overcome them, and I am a true testament that this work is actually true and does, like, it's true. Like it does make a difference when you predominantly change your engine of thinking and feeling, aka your self-concept. Minimum 60 days though of continuing to do this, minimum 60 days of loving yourself. So if you have done something, you can apologize to yourself and accept that apology 60 times over. There's so many beautiful meditations that can actually even take you through the process where you go through and you visualize yourself forgiving yourself. You can write it out. You can say it out loud. You can walk by a mirror every day and say, I accept all parts of myself. I love myself exactly as I am, exactly where I am. Appreciate every moment that brought you here. Love the fact that even if you feel like, because I have people that stay in jobs and relationships that they don't love, and they are so unhappy and so, it's just so sad to watch. But I know because I was there, and that seeps into every other part of our life. We have the power to change it when we truly know that we are worthy of it and we love ourselves. So I'm going to stop the video right there. We're at 21 minutes. Today is the day that we're changing our self-concept to I am lovable, because we love all parts of ourselves no matter what. We let go of any guilt and shame. And then we say the mantra over and over again. I forgive you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. I forgive you. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. And you continue to pour love into yourself and change the things that are bringing you the complete opposite, and you don't let fear stop you. So aside from your affirmations that you're going to do 24/7 for 60 days straight, you're also going to have, and maybe you might not be ready until those 60 days to take bigger steps in your life, where it is maybe switching a job because you have fear, or who else is going to hire me? Who else is going to pay me this much? All these things that I hear. The truth of the matter is someone will. If you believe it and you know it to be true, then it will be matched to you. No one else can love us any more than we love ourselves. The amount that somebody else can love you and show you your worth is to the amount of love and worthiness that you are feeling from within yourself. That is how the law of attraction works. It's pure laws of energy, chemistry. It's like there's no other way about it. So thank you so much for embarking on this journey with me. Day one of our self-concept workshop of, from now on, we are lovable. We love our parts of ourselves no matter what. I love you so much. Thank you for being part of this journey of mine. And again, I want to say, for those that have been with me, thank you so much. For any newcomers, welcome to my channel. I just finished a 28-day workshop in July that was all about healing anxious attachment style, because that was my attachment style that I had as a child and carried into my adult relationships. And honestly, after I finished it, 28 days later, my reality has elevated because I elevated my internal vibrational frequency. So it has no choice but to match me. And I kind yes, there's been hardships that have come within this last little bit, but are leading me into new chapters of my life. So some doors are closing, but opening other beautiful doors that I can't even possibly, or I can dream and imagine. And now I know that I'm worthy, because I truly am starting to really love myself and know that I'm worthy of these experiences. So I can't wait for you to get there and experience the same. If you like anything about this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. And I do have a donation button for anyone that feels called to donate, not mandatory, or comment, or give me ideas of future videos outside of this workshop, which I'm going to keep going for the next 21 days as well. Yeah, hit that button so you don't miss my next video, and I'll see you next time.